Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachak with us. The honors unto the elders, apostles, great millstone. The elders, great millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect. The sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from GMS Playing Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson due spirit. This lesson would be based on how you cannot stop prophecy. And the reason why I'm getting into this lesson is because, recently we had that debate, or yesterday, the time of making this video, you had that Kamala Harris and Trump debate, which at the end of the day, we already know is just a theatrics, just entertainment. But hey, doesn't matter whoever's president, no matter what they say, ultimately what's written within the scriptures is going to happen. Trump was saying how pretty much if Kamala Harris goes into office, then Israel won't last more than 2 years. Pretty much Israel's gonna cease to exist. In under 2 years, which, hey, the scriptures do prophesy the destruction of the land of Israel. And hey, that could be very, very soon. And obviously it is very, very soon. As we know, we're in the times where they're going to mandate the MOTB. Once they mandate the MOTB, man, hey, that's it right there. World War III is going to pop off. All hell's going to break loose. The things are already going to be happening even up until... things are happening right now, man. It's only going to continue to get worse. Once they mandate the MOTB, hey, that's it, man. World War III is going to pop off. And what the MOTB being mandated is months away. We can literally see that. So what? So, hey, either way, Trump said how Kamala she's in office, Israel's going to be destroyed in under 2 years, which, hey, either way, if Trump gets in office, Kamala gets in office, it doesn't matter who's in office, prophecy will still happen. He also got into how World War III, if he gets in office, he'll prevent it from happening. And, hey, which you can't prevent World War III from happening either. Why? Because it's also prophecy. Literally, World War III, Babylon and Great America being destroyed by nuclear fire is prophecy. Israel being destroyed by nuclear fire is prophecy. Armageddon and the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and the Lord's going to destroy Israel and America. Only difference between those is that Israel will be destroyed, or Israel will be destroyed, but it's going to be restored. Because once Yahushua comes back to deliver the elect of the nation, the elect Israelites. Because when I say Israel, I'm not referring to those fake people in the land who call themselves the children of the Lord. I'm referring to the real Israelites. Or when I say what the real Israelites are going to return back onto the land and Israel is going to be restored, what the real Israelites are, what the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos. Currently, we're in that downtrodden state. We're under our oppressors. We're still slaves. Slavery is just different. We're slaves under contracts, under the system. The whole entire system and society is designed against our people. So guess what? Israel's going to be restored in Yahushai, or the world that ignorantly called Jesus. He's going to deliver his people. He's going to save his people and deliver his people. And what's wrong with the elect of the nation of Israel? And Israel will be restored. Now, for America, for Babylon and Great, it's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. But the difference is that it's not going to be restored again. It's going to become a desert. Once that fire cools down, because it's going to be burning for a very long time, or it's going to be burning for a long period of time. Ace, it's not gonna come back. Once the fire cools down, it's gonna become a desert. It's gonna form into a desert, and nobody is gonna dwell here. No, nobody is gonna dwell in America, or what, Babylon, this land. Nobody's gonna be dwelling here, in the land of America. Why? Because it's gonna be a desert, and the only creatures that are gonna be dwelling here is gonna be the animals, or the scavengers, and scriptures go into that, going into, well, yeah, the scavengers, and I mean pretty much what this desert creatures are going to be here. But no more mankind is going to be in America, and guess what? You can't stop it. No matter who's president, no matter who gets in office, you can't stop what's already written. There will be a third world's war, and what, Babylon the Great, which is America, and Israel, they will be destroyed. And this is what the scriptures say. It says, Isaiah chapter 46:9, it said, remember the former things are old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Yeah, right. So what it says, declaring the end from the beginning. What is that? It says, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, meaning that the Lord has already predestined these things to happen. So you can't stop it. What's already written will come to pass. It says, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And what's the Lord's pleasure? I mean, you can find all that within his book. All the prophecies that's written within his book will come to pass. I mean, we're already living through many of the prophecies that scriptures speak about. We're literally living through it, man. Get in Matthew chapter 24 and 5, it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Yeah, you're literally having that right now, man. A lot of people are coming, and which by the way, Christ in the Greek means anointed, and to say anointed within the Hebrew is Hamashiach, the anointed. Yeah, many people are coming in that spirit as if they're anointed, as if they're the chosen, as if the Lord sent them, which really, what, they're demons, they're devils. Their power is Satan. Unknowingly or knowingly, if they acknowledge it or not. You have many who are coming as if they're of the anointed. It says, and shall deceive many. But what, the elect of the nation of Israel, they won't be deceived. And hey, you're going to have more and more people coming in that spirit. And I mean, hey, it's already happening. It says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, but we're having Ukraine versus Russia, Hamas versus Israel, Iran, and you're having all that happening right now. And of course, you have a lot of people acting like World War III is about to happen in the next hour. Now, hey, ultimately, but we're still waiting on the MLTB to be mandated, because until that happens, the World War III, the climax, because technically we are in the beginning stages of World War III, but that climax won't hit until the mark is mandated. Once it's mandated, then hey, that's it, man. But what, hey, as other Apostle Har said, and we can all see it, this MLDB is months away from being mandated. So it says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, and all that's happening right now. It's only going to continue to get worse. It says, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So guess what? The scriptures say that all these things will happen, and you can't stop it from happening. Kingdom rising against kingdom. Trump was acting like he's pretty much going to stop all these tensions, well, between Russia and the U.S., and pretty much Trump was saying that he was going to work it out and Hey, nah, man. Yeah, how Yahweh Bashim Yahshua has everything set in place already. Ultimately, everything or what ultimately World War III is gonna come to pass, meaning that nations will be against each other, and what the main uh but I mean mainly you're gonna see all these other nations against America to destroy it. It says in of course also Israel. It says Jeremiah chapter 51 and 8. It says, well, you can start at verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Yeah, see, so yeah, the nations are drunken of her wine, meaning the ways of America and pretty much all, the doctrines and the philosophies of America. These other nations have taken those ways. It says nations, therefore the nations are mad, and is stirring up a lot of just creating a lot of problems. Let's get that word for mad within the Hebrew. It's a Hebrew word, halal. Yeah, it says boast, mad, shine, to act like a madman. Yeah, so hey, things are off course within the earth, man, and that's because of Babylon and Great. But the influence of Babylon and Great has gone forth amongst the whole world, and has completely set things out of course. So it says, verse 8: Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Yeah, suddenly fallen, because the place is going to be fall suddenly. It's not going to take 10, 20 more. Nah, man. Hey, we're here. And Babylon is suddenly going to fall. It's going to fall at a time where where you're going to least expect it. The Lord's going to bring all these things swiftly and suddenly. And hey, things are happening right now as we speak. So what? Guess what? Babylon and Great is going to be destroyed unexpectedly and suddenly at a time where at least going to expect it. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to send the judgments upon it. It says, verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. It says, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah, the Lord hasn't, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua isn't forgetting the things that America is doing and has done, and especially to the Lord's people but ultimately Esau Edom, he's the one. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's the one who runs America, and he controls it. Esau's headquarters is America, because Esau is only found in America. Esau is found in the European nations, Russia, and so on and so forth. Boy, America is that main place. That really has caused all these troubles, man. Yeah, so I said, well, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed because you can't heal Babylon. You can't. So it doesn't matter who's in office. It doesn't matter who gets elected, because we already know what the presidents are selected. They're not elected. They're selected. And if you can't see that, then because we already know how these presidents, they have people above them and that they have to take orders, or ultimately from the elites. They put people at the forefront, and they stay hidden. The elite international bankers, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and the people what they, the real top people who control everything. The money, the banks, the laws. Hey, the agendas that are being pushed forth. They're the ones who are behind it. It says, Revelation chapter 18:1, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Yeah, again, going into the point where Babylon will fall, and eventually you're gonna have desert. You're gonna have creatures. You're gonna have scavengers here eating up the remains. It says, verse 3, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah, because these other nations sold out. They sold out their traditions, and pretty much they turned onto the American way. And they sold out what of course they sold. I mean, they're still doing it. They're selling products onto America, and again making these different agreements. And what they're pretty much taking the ways of America and putting it within their own countries. But you're having a lot of these nations. They're accepting the HOMO lifestyle into their countries now. Their LG. You know what? You can you can already finish the acronym. They're putting that within their own nations. Just what the corporate lifestyle, the American system. Hey, these other nations have followed suit. It says, verse 4, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And my people is speaking about the elect of the nation of Israel. That you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. Because why? Because Americans are going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Those plagues are ultimately the nuclear missiles that's going to be shot upon it. During World War III, once the Lord's going to put this spear on these other nations to unleash their nuclear arsenal upon Babylon the Great. And as well, the Lord's going to be sending his chariots. The holy angels are going to be piloting the chariots to emit high concentrated fire upon the soils of Babylon the Great. It says, verse 5, For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. So I'm reading all these judgments, man, and prophecies that are written and here for Babylon the Great. So what does that mean? You can't stop what's about to happen. You can't stop what's happening, in the earth. So all these things that happen currently in the earth, man, you can't turn it back. No matter who's in president, or no matter who's in a presidential office or who's president, it doesn't matter. All these things will come to pass. And as the scriptures say, my counsel in Isaiah chapter 46:10, read it once again, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is going to do his pleasure. And his pleasure is to destroy Babylon the Great. So Lord's will, you blessed the edified, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakodash Brakathum, Shalom.